What if I told you that taking GLP-1s could save you money? Sounds impossible, right? But a new survey found that 75% of people on GLP-1s are spending less each month on food, alcohol, and even weight loss programs they no longer need. Stick around because today we're breaking down exactly how these medications are reshaping not just waistlines, but wallets too. Welcome back to the Downsized. My name is Christopher Durham. If you're new here, Lorraine and I have lost over 150 pounds using Zepbound, Mounjaro, and compounded tirzepatide, and we share everything we've learned about GLP-1 medications right here. So if you're interested in real talk about weight loss, subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Before we begin, just a quick reminder, I am not a doctor. This is not medical advice. We're sharing our personal experience and the latest research. But always talk to your healthcare provider before making any decisions about your health. Now, let's talk about something that might surprise many people. How GLP-1s are saving people money. We all know these medications can be expensive, but a new survey from Finance Buzz found that 75% of users spend less money each month. That's because people eat out less, buy fewer groceries, and cut back on alcohol. Let's start with the cost. If you do not have insurance, these medications can run $1,000 plus a month. That's a big price tag. However, according to the survey, most users aren't paying anywhere near that out of pocket. On average, people report spending about $120 a month. That would be nice, wouldn't it? That's because more than half, 54%, have full insurance coverage, and another 35% get at least partial coverage. That leaves only 11% of users paying a much higher cost themselves. Now, there's no telling how many people that would like to take it, how many people cannot take it because they don't have coverage. And let me tell you, Lorraine and I are in that 11%. Our insurance does not cover obesity medications, so we have paid for every single dose out of pocket. It is expensive. But for us, it's been worth every penny. We've lost over 150 pounds, improved our health in ways we never imagined, and completely changed our relationship with food. Would we love to see better insurance coverage for these medications? Absolutely. But until that happens, we know we're not alone in choosing to pay out of pocket. For those who might be new to GLP-1s, let's talk about what they actually do. GLP-1s mimic a hormone that helps regulate blood sugar, slow digestion, and reduce appetite. That's why they're so effective for type 2 diabetes and weight loss. Novo Nordisk's Ozempic and Wegovy, which contain semaglutide, and Trulicity, which contains dulaglutide, have been on the market for a while. And of course, tirzepatide, which is sold by Eli Lilly as Mounjaro and Zepbound, which also targets another hormone called GIP, are even more powerful. I've personally used Mounjaro, Zepbound, and compounded tirzepatide, and I can tell you firsthand they've completely changed how we eat and even spend money on food. So when we talk about saving money while on these meds, it's not about willpower. It's about how GLP-1s change our relationship with food and give us agency, give us power. They quiet the food noise, constant mental obsession with what to eat next, how much to eat, and the cravings that drive impulse decisions. That's why so many people on GLP-1s are finding that their grocery bills are lower and they're eating out less. Not because they're forcing themselves to cut back, but because they don't need or want as much food anymore. Now, where are we getting all these numbers? Well, Finance Buzz surveyed 1,000 U.S. adults in February 2025. They asked people if they had ever used GLP-1s and why, and then based their follow-up questions on those answers. So we're looking at real data for people who have taken or are considering these medications. And here's where it gets exciting. The survey found that 75% of GLP-1 users spend less money in areas that they do not expect. More than half, 52%, are eating out less. 42% have stopped spending money on other weight loss programs. 37% are cutting back on alcohol, and 29% are saving on groceries. That last one really hits home for Lorraine and I. Before starting GLP-1s, I was unabashedly obsessed with food, planning meals, chefs, snacking, making impulse purchases at the grocery store, or grabbing something to eat because I always felt hungry. I always had the need to eat. I now know that's called food noise. It was always in the back of my mind, influencing what I ate, when I ate, and how much I ate. Now my appetite is under control. My brain is under control. My stomach is under control. I eat smaller portions, healthier food, and plan my meals better. And honestly, I don't feel the urge to eat out as much. Lorraine and I have definitely noticed a difference in our food budget, and I hear the same thing from so many of you in our community. When you're eating out less, drinking less, and not spending money on weight loss programs that did not work, those savings add up. But it's not all about saving money. The survey also found that a lot of users have concerns. 51% said they worried about side effects like nausea, vomiting, and headaches. 40% are concerned about long-term side effects. And 36% still find the cost of GLP-1s to be a big issue, even with insurance. And for those who aren't on GLP-1s yet, costs and access are the biggest barriers. About 17% of non-users are considering starting within the next year, but more than 56% said they'd jump on board if money and availability were not an issue. That shows how much demand is out there. So the bigger question, of course, is, are GLP-1s worth the cost? Well, that's a question only you and your doctor can answer. But one thing is clear, these medications aren't just changing waistlines, they're changing budgets too. For Lorraine and me, the answer is unequivocally yes. Our lives and health have improved exponentially. And our only regret is that we did not start sooner or couldn't start sooner because of money. The impact has been more than just weight loss. It's been about reclaiming control over our health, silencing the food noise, and finally feeling like we have the agency to live the way we've always wanted. That's why, despite the cost, we've never looked back. Let me know in the comments if you've noticed a shift in your spending since starting a GLP-1. Are you eating out less? Are you saving money on groceries? Are you cutting back on alcohol? I love to hear what's changed for you. And if you got value from this, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next video. I'm Christopher Durham, and we are The Downsized. See you next time.